Welcome back to the Bearded Weirdo Show, and I'm your host, the Bearded Weirdo himself. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully, you got to check out some of the other videos and stuff that I've uploaded here. Listen to me rant and their stuff. So I thank you for that. So this time again, I wanted to touch up on one of my favorite mask companies, probably one of the bigger mask companies out there, Treat Studios. Um, they've decided to release the Universal Studios and the Hammer films, which, like I said, again, I'm completely thrilled with because again, those masks aren't made very often, and those studios, I'm pretty sure, are probably reluctant, I guess, to try and let some of these companies make masks of their most famous monsters and things. Um, I'm glad they actually decided to tackle this because, like I said, let's face it, we really need some classic monsters out there. Not that there's anything wrong with the Friday 13th and Freddy and Michael Myers and all that, but you got to mix it up a little bit sometimes. Again, as I've always stated, I'm a big fan of the classic horror. Like I said, like the Atomic Age, 50s B movies, giant insects and atomic supermen kind of thing. Big Bill Lugosi fan. So, with that being said, though, the mask I actually wanted to show you guys today is from the Hammer Films collection. It is the Christopher Lee Dracula. One of the ones I put on my wish list there when it first came out, and I don't have a head for this one, so kind of bear with me here. But this is the Christopher Lee mask here, as you guys can kind of see there. This is also, like I said, Treat Studios, and you can kind of see the Dracula Prince of Darkness. This is the Christopher Lee Dracula. Probably, I would say, second next to Bella in terms of, Dracula being the coolest Draculas. So, um, you can kind of see there, this particular mask here, just got through feeding the blood there and everything. It's pretty gruesome looking. Um, the fangs are a little bit pearly white, at least maybe in the video. I don't know. Like I said, I don't understand why that is. You kind of think, being he just feasted on blood, that there would be blood on the fangs and blood up here. Maybe it's just a suggestion, if you guys are, anybody from Trick or Treat Studios is watching this, maybe the later, pulls for these, maybe kind of add some blood on the fangs a little bit there. The eyes are pretty badass. They're pretty sinister looking there. Which is one of my favorite things about Trick or Treat Studios is the eyes for a lot of their masks because they they put a lot of detail behind them and stuff. And as I mentioned in another video, I actually had dressed as Twisties one year in a cosplay for a Halloween festival that we had, and people kept remarking on how the eyes on the mask and how realistic they looked. And a lot of people were kind of like, oh, there's your eyes. I'm like, no, they're just part of the mask. But like I said, they're extremely detailed. The mask itself, like I said, looks shiny. It may just be the lighting, but it's got sort of a I would say what you call a deathly pale look to it. Like I said, not on camera there. It does have a sort of I guess what you'd kind of picture a vampire to actually be, I guess to look like in person. Kind of a deathly pale. Slightly peach, but more, like I said, deathly ghastly pale kind of thing. They did do the white streaks in the hair there, which I thought was pretty awesome. So it's kind of covered on both sides there. The hair is pretty cool. It lays back fairly well. There's some white streaks in that too, as you can see. I guess maybe either because, in fact, he is a dead guy, or because maybe he's the count's several hundred years old. Whatever the reason, it looks cool. Like I said, I like it. I kind of wish they did some more on the eyebrows, though. I kind of wish they would put actual eyebrows up there. I know one of the Bella masks that I have, which is not a Dracula mask, but it's probably the closest thing I have to a Dracula mask from Bella. It does actually have real eyebrows, realistic eyebrows, I guess. So, which I liked about that. I kind of wish they'd done that with here, but again, it's like this is just a display piece. I don't know that I could ever pull off a true Christopher Lee Dracula there, but yeah, I mean, like I said, this mask is badass. It's got the nostrils there, breathing apparatus. You can kind of see the tongue there. You can kind of see my, finger through there. So this actually does have a pretty good breathing apparatus. I haven't tried this one on yet, so I don't know as far as like, I mean, the eyes and stuff look pretty similar to the Twisties mask. So, that being said, the Twisties mask I can actually see of it pretty well. I would assume this one will probably be the same way. But again, I don't know that I'll actually ever do a cosplay with Dracula here. So the ears are fairly detailed as well. But the only thing I don't like is they're kind of bulbous right there at the bottom. I don't know if that was intentional. Sorry about the lighting there, but I don't know if that's intentional or if that was just just a sort of a mistake on the, maybe the mold or something. I don't know. Um, like I said, slight imperfection, not a big deal. Like I said, the mask itself is really awesome though. I mean, I'm completely super thrilled that they had that, permission to do the Hammer films. Some of the more famous monsters, I guess, and the only other masks I know that they made from Hammer Films was they're all Christopher Lee. They did a Wolfman, Frankenstein, and a Dracula. There was by a company called Smithies. Yeah, it's spelled Smiff, whatever. So it's apparently I guess like a sort of a costume company in England. And if somebody's from the UK and can correct me on that, or shed some more light on that, it'd be great. I don't know much about the company. I just know that that's where these particular masks came from. They're extremely thin latex. Um, they look like little classic rubber monster masks. Like they're very, very flimsy, fairly detailed for the most part. They're older masks, and I actually acquired them through a auction that they were selling multiple instances of different types of masks, and it was like selling it as a lot. So I saw it, and there was a couple other masks I was like, oh, you'd like to have from my collection, but this particular mask, or the masks, I guess, these particular three were the ones that really caught my eye, and I was kind of like, I bought the entire collection just for those three masks. I guess some pretty good masks out of them. As far as like there were some other ones in there that were fairly cool, but you get my drift. That was primarily why I went after that particular lot. So, but so that was the only Hammer Films masks that I have or had at the time. And, obviously I'm thrilled with those because, again, they are like the old classic rubber monster masks that I used to have as a kid. So, I mean, of course, I'm probably telling my age here, but however, they don't make those kind of masks anymore. Now everything is mostly latex. It's thick. It's a thick pool, much like this mask here, again, is a pretty thick pool. You can kind of see inside of it there, but it's a pretty thick latex there. So, which is pretty exciting, because, masks these days are far more durable than the masks we had as kids, because most of my masks, monster masks and things, used to be a big Star Wars mask collector and had a bunch and made some, and unfortunately met their untimely demise at the hands of a dryer. Long story short, I left them on top of a dryer. I went in to eat. Me and my friends were playing, and my mom turned the dryer on, and when I came back, they were just a massive blob of stuff. Very heartbroken because I had a lot of rare Star Wars masks. I had stuff that I'd made that was my own creation that I was excited about, and of course, that's just part of it, though. I mean, things like that happen when you're a kid. You don't think about it. You throw it on there, and mom turns the dryer on you. Yeah, it happens. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, listen to my rants, and checking out the mask. Like I said, again, trickortreatstudios.com is where you can snag this mask at. I think it's probably right around 60 or so, 65. I think at least that's what I purchased mine for. So, but again, if you guys want to check it out, go over there, show them some love. Like I said, there's also a group on Facebook. You can go in there and kind of show off, hey, I got my Hammer Films mask and stuff, recommended by the Bearded Weirdo himself. But like I said, if you guys like it, subscribe. Tell me what you like about the mask, or if you had any horrifying experiences as a child with classic masks or something. I'd like to know I'm not alone in that. So, but appreciate you guys tuning in, and hope you tune in next time.